morning, traders. Welcome to the TMT Stock Market Strategy video for Friday, March the 4th. Big day today. Non-farm payroll numbers that come out. U.S. 8:30 Eastern Time. Be interesting to see what happens here. I do suspect that the non-farm payroll numbers is going to get us out of this little bit of consolidation. Obviously, we don't know which way, up and or down. I want to show you some extreme readings that we are seeing in our internals, reliable internals. And that's in front of you is the stocks above the 50-day moving average. Now, you could see here, I showed it to you yesterday, we were at 75%. We are now at 81%. Very, very high reading. When you get to these levels, and it could go high, as you can see, we usually get some sort of a pullback. So, interesting to see. Guys, we can have a great number, or at least the market participants like the number. Remember, it's not the number itself, it's how they read the number. And if we break out, we can actually go much higher. But you could see here that our RSI is already elevated at 74%. We're already elevated on our MACD. Our stochastics are already at 100. So this, to me, is a caution sign. Not saying that it's not going to go higher, guys. Remember that. But this here is extreme readings. And when you get something like this, you would generally get some sort of a pullback. Now, we did consolidate for 2 days, and I'll show that to you next. This is the McClellan Oscillator. Very, very reliable indicator. And it actually reads a good reading of overbought and or oversold. 105, guys. All right, this is very extreme readings here, telling me that we are overbought. You can see not so quite in the RSI, but we are getting extremely overbought here. Even though we were reading, we had a neutral 2-day inside days, 2 trading days of inside trading. This is reading at 105. So this is, to me, giving me a word of caution. Banks had a nice follow-through yesterday, which is great. That's exactly what we want to see. Sorry, guys, I lost my mic for a minute. The technology sector just really isn't doing it now. Nasdaq, I'm going to get into that when I get into the chart. Nasdaq has not participated in any type of little movement to the upside. But I'll show that to you in a moment. So technology really didn't do too well the last couple of days, but you could see what a nice move up in the XLF, which the banks and financial. That's something that we love to see. Now, we are seeing some bearish patterns that have not triggered. This here is a big bearish rising wedge on a daily chart going into nice heavy area of resistance, as you can see. So this only triggers bearish when we break below the lower trend line here, okay? So again, a bearish pattern, not triggered yet. We could go higher. But remember, guys, we do have some, we have a lot of longs back up in here that when they went long, they were looking for that breakout, which actually fell, broke lower instead of up. So do they want to get into this area? Not sure. So this is something that we want to pay attention to and see if we are going to fill. If we do get a trigger on the daily chart, then we're going to be looking to sell rallies next week. So today's going to be an interesting day because non-farm payroll numbers generally dictates the market trend for the month, okay? Now let's take a look at the 60-minute, and as you can see here, just a closer view of this big bearish rising wedge. And again, only bearish when we break below, but right into heavy resistance on the 60-minute chart. And you can see, let me just close this up a little bit. You'll see what I'm talking about. A lot of resistance, a lot of supply up above. So we're going to need something really big to make this thing explode higher, okay? So be careful if you are still long, because we really don't know which direction we're going to go. Now, we did move up here in the Russell 2000, start to participate again. But to me, I think it's only because of its oversold state. So just, again, let's use some caution. Let's just be calm and see which way this market wants to go, and then we'll pick that direction again, all right? Now, but also our secondary leader is doing quite well. Our main leader also doing fantastic here. We're still above the 200, below the 200-day moving average, but still doing well and started moving up higher, breaking up and breaking away from this bearish symmetry that we've had of lower lows and lower highs. You can see that here. Broke lower, and then we just started. Now we're starting to break higher again, making higher highs and higher lows. That's what you want for our leader, the transportation sector, okay? But we're still below it, so let's see what happens here today. I'm going to take a neutral stance for today, and at least for the morning, and see where we go, and then start looking for some trades, hopefully. Diamonds, again, big bearish rising wedge under that 200-day moving average, and again, under some good areas of resistance. So again, just a word of caution. If you are long, I want to see us. This is what I'd like to see. Okay, so Mark, if we finally break to the upside, what do we want to see? Well, I want to see us back above the 200, and I want us to make a higher low from this previous low here and here, and that'll tell me that the higher lows, the higher highs and higher lows are continuing, and we're starting to move higher. This bearish pattern will be negated, and we're looking to at least challenge the highs up in this area here. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. All right, guys. Last is going to be the Qs, and you can see here the Qs, and this is what I wanted to touch base on a little bit. Let me just move this up. Now, the Qs had a couple of days, did not really participate. You could see here, let me just get that right here. You could see we had 2 inside days. All right, so we really didn't do anything. They actually sold off a little bit, and you could see it's more pronounced in the NQ, the future. But we didn't really go anywhere from this previous day, this pop up on Tuesday. We didn't go anywhere. So something really, something's going on here. We also saw some very large end-of-day prints a couple days ago in Amazon, Google L. I mean, worth north of $28 to $35 billion. That's a big, big number. So something's happening in here. We don't know which way or what's happening as of yet. So we're going to have to get clues from what the market's going to do, and then we'll take it from there. But, yeah, real interesting stuff, guys. NASDAQ could be just playing a little catch-up, and, maybe, just maybe. I mean, I don't even see this even a bull flag here, but we need to really take this out, okay? I mean, could be a small little bull flag, but we either break out or break down from yesterday's low. That's going to give us clues that we're going to probably test support, or if we break out, we'll at least test the highs of the 200-day moving average of 107.20. All right? Let's keep it a sharp eye today, guys. Let's be sharp because there's going to be some fireworks. There's no question about it. Have a great day and have a great weekend, by the way, and we'll speak to you on